What's up, fellas? So, I feel like a complete idiot, which is not that unusual. So, for like the last 5, 10 minutes, I've been blabbing at the screen and watching the chat and talking to you guys. And I'm like, can anybody hear me, man? What's going on? And I had forgotten to hit the go live button in YouTube. RC Plane Reviewer, what's up, man? Yep, so I had completely forgotten to hit the damn go live button, and I was talking to nobody. Like everything looked like it was going fine, but there was nothing. Just Custom RC, what's going on, man? George Watts? Oh, Amy, don't worry about it. There's enough time left in the day where if I'm hungry in a couple of hours, I'll be able to eat. So while I was sitting around talking to nobody, I wanted to find out. I was trying to find out if y'all can hear me all right. I mean, I see my little microphone meter jumping up and down, but I can't really hear it at all. Decided I'd do a show back here on the other side of the computer today instead of sitting where I normally am over there. Because this chair is more comfortable. And I got a backrest. And today my back is just not feeling sitting over there. Cool, George. All right. So good to see everybody. Yeah. Yeah, today I'm on the Horizon side, instead of the free wing side. So it's been a good weekend for me over here. I was able to get some airplanes out to people, culling the herd a little bit, if you will. Thanks, Reckham. So I gave away a few airplanes to some lucky individuals at my field. And that was nice, to be able to give back a little bit to all the people that, help this channel. It is always fun to give back to the community that helps us out. Mike SSI, it did. So we did move some stuff from my parents' house over here. My parents are moving to Florida, and they wanted us to have a couple of things like almost like family heirloom items. So we got like a new dining room table and some new couches and a new new to us, and a new like a bar that's really cool, which is all I need is a bar, to like put liquor in. Like beer is plenty, but now I have beer and liquor. That'll be fun. Yep, so that's what we spent a good portion of the day doing. Or most of the weekend was spent, kind of taking care of that stuff. We didn't really get a lot of flying in. I would like to be at the field all weekend next weekend. I don't think I got anything coming up, but I'm usually always wrong on stuff like that. Oh, see? Amy knows that when the Oktoberfest hits, because she works at the pharmacy at our local, grocery store. So now she sees like when the Oktoberfest hits. Was it the Yingling Oktoberfest? Or was it like the Sam Adams Oktoberfest? Both of which are fantastic, but I prefer the Yingling Oktoberfest. Oh, the Sam Adams is good. I mean, if you were to bring home some Sam Adams Oktoberfest, I would drink it. But when the Yingling Oktoberfest hits, like just set a pallet aside for our house, and then let everybody else, get some. BD Tennessee, what's going on? Mike SSI, Mickey BRC, good to see you tonight, man. JCB, good to see you. Pickle Pilot, how you doing? Yes, Wreckham Roy. One bourbon, one scotch, and one burr. That's a funny song. Yeah, absolutely. JCB, no problem, man. Yes, truth still matters. That, in my opinion, that's exactly what they mean. Other people may have a different take on that, but I believe that's exactly what they're talking about, is that they are running the jet to zero throttle. Sorry, man. The UMX Dobermans are going crazy over nothing. Wild Bill, it's all good, man. Well, it's not all good. I don't much enjoy going to the dentist, especially if they're trying to give me shots in my mouth. Nope. I don't really much like anybody trying to stick a needle inside me, much less inside my mouth. My God, them dogs are dumb. And I know he's not yelling at the cat because the cat's right here. I got the cat right here. The dog's upstairs just yelling at nothing. Moron. Garrett being Garrett, how you doing tonight, man? All right. So I got some good news. The good news is that I am back to recording more of everybody's of the NX10 instructional series that I had started out on. I have been recording more, and we'll be posting those again here in the next day or two. So we're going to have them coming back in. And going again every day for a couple of weeks. And then we'll probably take another hiatus. We also have some interesting stuff coming next week. So as you guys all know, I have the Eflite 80mm F-16. And I also have the Freewing 90mm F-16. What's up, Mr. Aero Air Shows? That's interesting that you took the Colin off your name. What's up, Scott Settle? So did you do that because it may not always be Colin behind this account? Or did you just not want, did you not want people to know your name anymore? Either way, it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. So, Rick and Roy, they got nothing yet that will make it where it will talk dirty to you. I've been bugging them about coming out with a new custom sound application. So, a lot of people didn't know this, but there was a custom sound application that you could get for the DX series where you could record, yourself talking into it, or you could, get sound clips off of the interweb nets or whatever you wanted to do. You could record those, save them into a custom sound file that you could upload into the DX series radios. That does not work with the NX series radios. Oh man, Jeff's Custom, I bet, man. That thing is sweet. Colin, that's awesome, dude. Looking forward to seeing what you guys have going on. All right, so I was talking about the Freewing F-16 and the Eflite F-16. The intent is to put those two in a head-to-head battle royale where we're going to be covering all aspects of both models, and we're going to come up with who makes the best foam F-16 available today in that size. I mean, between the two, which one is the king of that particular size F-15 between the E-Flite and the Freewing? We're going to put it on a point system. We're going to have, several different categories that we're going to be evaluating between one model and the next, to include scale fidelity, flight performance, rigidity of the wings, just a lot of silly things that we're going to be looking at. The foam quality, and of course it's all my opinion, so, but I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. We're definitely going to have that going up soon, and I'm excited to do it. I hope you guys are excited to see it, because that's going to be a lot of fun to put together. And we're going to see, which one comes out on top. Yes, Mickey B, that is true. It only works on PCs. Oh, yeah, Colin, man, I'm sorry, dude. I was trying to be nice tonight, but, Hamilton Tanger, good to see you, man. Hopefully you guys were able to, oh, and I gotta say, we've got all the folks here tonight. Well, we got 45 people here tonight, but for all the people that were able to join us on last week's fly-in, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that was able to make, for the generosity and kind of donating to the cause. We were able to raise $540 that went to Che Hamilton, which was awesome. It's always nice to help folks out, especially when they have, when they have a nasty accident. And I know we all have nasty accidents all the time, but a lot of them, they only cost a couple $100 to fix. There ain't no fixing that L-39, dude. That was like at least $800 right out the door. So hopefully you guys were able to make good use of that. And glad to help, man. That was awesome. And thank you to everybody in the community for contributing to that. That was awesome. We got Nasty Nate in the house. What's up, Nate? A good RC jet frame. Nice. Yeah. I saw that you had put the Schubler in the F-22. I did not get to a chance to check that video out yet, but I do want to. But, you know, go ahead and give us a sneak preview. Che, did the flight on the F-22 go well on 12S? Because that is a lot. That's a lot of battery weight inside that airframe. I know they're bad to the bone on 8S, but, you know, was it pretty awesome on 12S too? Don Jack, what is up? Nice. I will check that out. Now that is quite the upgrade. Lyndon Stewart, how you doing tonight, man? Yeah, putting the F-22 on 12S with a Schubler fan, it's interesting because the fan unit costs more than the entire airframe. You don't see a lot of people putting Schublers in a foamy, so that's awesome. And I think it's great that you did that. You know what? I wanted to show y'all something tonight. And I still want to show y'all something tonight. So give me just a second. I'm going to go grab something that is going to change your RC life. Give me just a second. All right, I am back. Okay. So I got something, and I went and got this because I was wanting something to, you know, kind of put furniture together. It's something I've actually been looking for a while. I wanted to get something, you know, like a 1/4-inch drive, just manual screwdriver. I've got like a handle, you know, that's got the 1/4-inch hex drive on it where you can change the bits. But I wanted something that was a little better, right? So again, you know, here we go talk about tools on the RC channel, but this one's going to change your RC life. So here's what I got. I got this Cobalt screwdriver. Now this thing, you know, it's like the standard cheapy deal. You know, it comes with all the little bits and like a little kit. You know, your average standard fare of Phillips and flathead bits, a little assortment of Torx bits, hex bits, whatever. So, you know, you can put whatever you want in here and just use it as a regular old magnetic screwdriver. But here's what makes this thing mega cool. It's by far one of the coolest tools I own, and it will change your RC life. Just give me a second. I gotta do something. And for those of you that have seen this, don't give it away yet. Don't give it away, because this is available at Lowe's, and it's like $12, and you're gonna want one because it is super, super cool. All right. So it's a ratcheting screwdriver, right? Which means that, like, as I, you know, am putting stuff in, I can, you know, like the top of the head on it, you know, I can just keep like spinning the thing, and I don't have to like take my hand off of there. I don't have to like fumble around with it. You just go, right? And it's got really nice, you know, fine gearing in it, so it's not like it's real nice mesh gears, and it feels real nice. Now Mickey BRC, it doesn't make any buzzing noises. So here's what makes this thing freaking slick, and it will change your RC life. All right, see up there right now, you know, when I let go, you shut your mouth, Jeff in Lower Alabama. We'll be able to see this. You see what's happening here? Like it's ratcheting up here. All right, watch what happens when I grab this piece right here. I'm turning the handle to the right, and the top just keeps going. No matter which way you turn it, to the right or to the left, and you can just rip through. Are you seeing what's happening? The top is just continuously spinning, no matter which way I turn the handle. No matter which way I turn the handle, the top spins in the same direction. And then you just pull that out, and it reverses. Push it down, it goes the other way. How awesome is that, man? This thing is sweet. It'll change your RC life. It's available at Lowe's today for $12. And if you served in our military, you get a 10% discount. So you can get some money off. Now here's why I like this, right? Because y'all know that I love my MIP speed tips, and the MIP speed tips go right on this thing. They don't come out. And bam, now you can whip through some stuff. You've got the manual control. You don't have to worry about like over torquing it using an electric screwdriver. You know, the electric screwdriver is still going to come in handy. But I love this thing. I've only used it a couple of times so far, but man, it'll change your RC life. So you got to go try one out. It is called the the Cobalt. It is called the double drive, you know, ratcheting screwdriver. Double drive. Cobalt double drive. It is cool. It may not be the eighth wonder of the world, but it'll change your RC life. It is a little big, you know, so Jeff in Lower Alabama was like, oh, that thing seems like it's a little big to fit into small places. That is why I use the MIP speed tips. because the MIP speed tips are nice and long, and they will fit anywhere you need them, and you just get it right up in there, and you just go. So I was excited to show that to you guys tonight. It's another one of them tools that this will be in my RC kit forever. Forever. I love it. It's awesome. So Jeff's Custom RC, you can get your very own set of MIP speed tips at Horizon by going to rcairmarshal.com, or I have a very special present for you, because these speed tips are absolutely the finest hex drive tips known to man. So if you want your very own set of MIP speed tips, you can click on that link right there in the chat. Now I'll tell you, they're not cheap. These are not cheap tools, the MIP speed tips. But they are absolutely the best hex drive tools on the market. Period. There is none better. You will never have to buy another set of hex drivers ever again, ever. They don't mess up your screws. They're milled from freaking steel. I mean, you cannot mess them up, dude. So when you see them, you know, and like one is like $12, just trust me, it's worth every penny. They're not cheap because they're worth it. It is a handy tool, Lyndon. It is awesome. So if you check out the link that I just put in the chat, Jeff, you'll find that you can get some that have a handle built into them, or you can get some that are like this that you can use with something like this. I like this version a little better. I like the speed tips a little better. The speed tips have the hex drive deal, you know, where you can put them into any 1/4-inch hex drive, like electric screwdriver. You can put them in a like an impact driver. You can put them on something like this. To me, they're a little more versatile. You know, I can do more with the hex drive version of the speed tips. The ones that have a handle, you know, it's not a ratcheting handle. It's just a standard, you know, the yellow, you know, transparent style handle. They work fantastic. They're still the same. This part is exactly the same. It's just molded into the handle. So either way you want to go with it, all the options are available when you click on that link. And they're all awesome. I just prefer to have, you know, the flexibility of the being able to move that bit from one apparatus to another. It seems like a more functional tool to me. So Jeff Adams, no problem, man. So Jeff's Custom, you can get them in both ways. So you can buy them individually, or you can get a set. Now the set of 3, so that's how they come. You can get them as a set of 3. The set of 3 is like the middle sizes. You know, so I think the set of 3 comes with 1.5 millimeter, 2 and 2.5 millimeter. And if you want 3 millimeter, you have to buy it separately. And if you want the step down, I think it's 1.2 or 1.3 millimeter. So I went ahead and bought the set, and then I got the 2 individual ones to make the complete package. So I think I've got 5 of the speed tips. And they're awesome. Yep, so Ron is saying he's had his for 15 years, and I bet you they're in just as good a shape today as they were 15 years ago when he bought them. And he probably uses them all the time. Mickey B, I keep my stuff in a bag. See, I don't think you need to keep your tools compact. I just think that you need to consolidate the tools that you bring. You know, so instead of bringing like a bunch of crap that you don't need to the field, man, I used to bring a big old bag that was just full of crap to the field. And it just, at some point I came to the realization that I'm never going to like conduct a field repair. Like if I bust my plane up that bad, I'm coming home. You know, I used to carry like all the adhesives and the hot glues and the hot glue guns and the tapes and the hinge tapes and hinges and spare everything. You know, spare parts coming out the wazoo, and I had every tool to completely tear up and tear down an airplane. And it dawned on me one day, like the only thing that I'm ever going to do when I go to the field is put the wings on and take the wings off. And I may need to make a couple of adjustments, you know, so now I bring like a ruler, a deflection gauge, I bring my ball link pliers, I bring a couple of like, you know, needle nose pliers and things like that, things where I can get ball links on and off. I bring a screwdriver, something like this, and I bring my little Ryobi driver. But now that I have this, I may like completely get rid of the Ryobi driver. I don't bring all that crap to the field anymore. Because if it breaks at the field, I'm just going to bring it home and fix it. I ain't going to mess with it while I'm out there, man. That's why you bring more than one plane. If it was the only plane I had, I'd probably bring stuff to fix it, just in case it broke. But if it's if I'm bringing 3 or 4 planes to the field in a day, I ain't bringing nothing to fix anything. Oh, Jeff's Custom. You know, with as much as you spent, you should get like 50 bounce back coupons, dude. But you know, I remember when I bought mine, I bought my speed tips with a bounce back coupon. And for those of you guys listen, those bounce back coupons, if you guys have one coming up, Jeff brings up a good point. You know, something that I have always had a bit of a challenge doing is, you know, like if I don't want to buy an airplane, because you get these bounce back coupons, like say you go to Horizon and you buy something during this time frame where they're offering bounce back coupons. Excuse me. And you get your bounce back coupon and you only get like 2 weeks to spend it. Well, I'm not going to buy a plane inside those 2 weeks. So I know that, yeah, thanks guys. I guess if you bring a trailer, you don't need to worry about the size of your toolbox, right? But I'm always looking for like little knickknacks, small things that I can buy where I basically can get them for free, you know, and pay for shipping or whatever. So these MIP speed tips or the MIP hex drivers are a perfect thing to use those bounce back coupons on. You know, because they're small and they'll get to you quick. And man, I'm telling you, they are worth every penny. They are worth every penny. So what better to spend like a $30 or a $50 gift certificate than get you some MIP speed tips? Another thing that I will throw out there, the last bounce back coupon that I got, I bought this. I'll show it to you. I bought this right here. Some of you guys know what this is. Some of you don't. Let me take this out the package. Don't you love that crinkling noise? It is not. So, Kenny got it right. These are the FMS plane covers that you can put over your models. And they're like spandex. So they're great at preventing your canopies from getting all mangled up, from gatoring in the sun. You know, they start like this, and they're made out of spandex. So you can really stretch them out. You stretch it over your airplane, and then it's got this section in the back that stretches over the tail. Probably not going to work great for like a twin tail, you know, like an F-15 or an F-18 or something like that. But you know, you've got this section back here for your vertical stab, your horizontal stabs. You know, go in this little area like this. And like I said, it's spandex, so it's nice and stretchy. And then it stretches over your whole airplane up to the wings. And then you got, you know, this part that goes over the nose. It's open with a little elastic band, so you can easily fit it over spinners and stretch it out over your airplane. This will prevent your canopy from getting gatored, and or if you have like a bunch of black paint on your airplane, these things are awesome. They prevent, you know, the UV rays from getting onto your paint job and destroying your model. And they're $9, which I think is a fantastic deal. So I do recommend. I like to put it on like a freaking like a wingsuit. I mean, that's just me. You can do whatever you want with it, but for $9, another great thing to do with your bounce back coupon. You know, so if you need some covers, go to Horizon, and I think the model number is FMM cover, and you'll find them. They're like $8, $9, something cheap. I was thinking they'd be a lot more expensive. They're kind of one size fits all. Buy you a handful of these things and put them on your planes when you go to the field, man. It'll stop the UV rays from getting in there and destroying your stuff. It'll change your RC life. And that's what we're here to do. Well, wow, Bill, you are a man of very few words, but when you do speak them, they are very wise. Man, some of us ain't got no shade. Some of us only get like a little bitty piece of shade, but we have 50 airplanes that we have to keep in that little bitty piece of shade. You know, so look, for $9, it'll protect your airplane. It's awesome. Oh, recommend. It's cool. Deliver. I probably do, Kenny. I probably do. I may be coming down with a what do they call that? A breakthrough case of the COVID. You never know, man. I mean, I hope not. The Easy Up at Harbor Freight. You know, I want to take a look at that. Yep. So I have been meaning to get one of these things because they are like some of the more affordable canopies out there, especially at like 10 by 10. I mean, that's a great price. Yep, 60 bucks. 60 bucks for a 10-foot by 10-foot pop-up canopy. You know, I probably should just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the inside track thing. I think it's only like 30 bucks a year or something. I don't I don't know why I never do it, but I go there and I'm like, man, I only go to Harbor Freight like a couple times a year. And that's not true. I go there like every other week. So it's probably worth it to go ahead and buy the Inside Track Club. Oh yeah, yeah. Jonah Hall is a lot of wide open spaces. You know, I'll probably do it at some point, Jeff. Or, you know, if you get in good with Sea Mafia, he might let you in his trailer. But even if you don't know the man, you can crawl up underneath his trailer. He'll never know. In fact, if you really want to dork with somebody, crawl up under their trailer while they're in there, maybe even while they're sleeping at night, and just start like knocking on the floor. Like over by the bedroom area. That's good shenanigans right there. I might be that guy. I might just be that guy that is committing the shenanigans. Jeff Adams, they have golf carts at Joan Hall available for a reason. So I always would recommend getting the golf cart option. You're going to want that. Kenny, did you get a second giant tent? Oh, man. You know, Jeff, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. With the new outbreaks and all that crap, I mean, there's just so many people that show up to Jonah. And the other thing that you got to look at, man, and I hate to say it, because we're digging on, like, I'm about to, like, be shunned by the entire RC community for saying this. The reason that Jonah, if it gets canceled again, here's why it's going to happen. Because there's thousands of people, right? Huge event, thousands of people will show up. Most of the people that are in the RC community And you guys can argue with me if you want, but you know it's true, you old people. Most of the people are above the age of high risk, which I think is like 55 on the high end. Most people flying RC are of accelerated ages, 55 plus. So they're all at high risk for COVID. Even if they've had their vaccine, they may not die from it, but they could still have it and carry it and bring it to Joe Knoll and give it to some other old man who hasn't gotten a vaccine, because that's the other thing I found with RC pilots, is there seems to be an abundance of conservative folk. So not only am I knocking on age groups now, I'm also like knocking on political affiliations. Like, listen, I'm as conservative as they come. I was like, man, I ain't getting that vaccine. And then I thought about it and was like, I'll go ahead and get it. Who cares? And I mean, it's free, right? Whatever. I'll take it. I haven't started growing a third arm or anything. I haven't started growing a third arm or anything, so I'm all right. But a lot of conservative folks are like, I ain't taking that vaccine. I ain't taking that vaccine. And that's cool. That is absolutely your right. Don't take it if you don't want. But all I'm saying is there's probably going to be quite a few folks at Joe Knoll who are above the age to be considered high risk of serious health issues through getting COVID. And a lot of them are probably very conservative and refuse to get the vaccine. So it's just like... what do you do? And if you're the people that are running a big show like that and you're not thinking of those things, I mean, if it gets canceled, I'd say that's why. That's why it's going to get canceled. Is because it's old dudes who refuse to get the vaccine. I'm not saying that you guys fit into that category, right? Sorry, I'm reading the chat here. See, Jeff's Custom is going to be 55 Wednesday. Number one, Jeff's Custom, happy birthday, old bastard. Yep. I got my shots. It didn't hurt. I mean, my arm was sore for a couple days, but that was it, man. Third day RC, I can appreciate that. Legacy hobbyist. Badass. Dang, Dennis. I hope you were able to find whoever it was you were looking for. Yeah, and I mean, and that's a shame, that some people are getting like these funky side effects from the vaccine. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a choice that you got to make. You got to weigh the risks and decide, are the risks worth the reward? And who knows what the reward is? Apparently, people that get the vaccine can can still get sick from this Delta variant. But I did see an interesting graphic the other day. It was a blog from a doctor. Uh-oh. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. YouTube is lying and saying that, like, you guys can't hear me. So it was a blog from a doctor that showed a chest x-ray of a person that, a breakthrough case of a person that had contracted COVID. So they were testing positive, and it showed a picture of their lungs, and then it showed a picture of a person's lungs who had not been vaccinated, and there was a drastic difference. Now, I know that a lot of that stuff is, trying to get people to jump on the propaganda train, but I mean, that's how vaccines work. Vaccines don't put a force field around you and prevent the virus from getting into your body. The vaccine equips your white blood cells with the antibodies, and your immune system with the antibodies it needs to activate your white blood cells to go and get them and reject the virus and kill it. So, of course, people that have been vaccinated are getting COVID-19. Of course they are. It's not a force field. It's not a shield. But once it gets in us, once it infects us, our blood cells are capable of fighting it off. So we're not going to get anywhere near sick. We're probably not going to die. Hopefully. But, yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of cases out there where, people got the vaccine and they got sick and they died. I hope that doesn't happen. Anyway, back to the RC magic, because I don't like talking about, like, sickness and politics. But when we start talking about, like, is Joe Nall going to happen? I sure hope it does. I want Fall Nall to happen so bad. I want it to happen so bad. But I just don't know that it's going to. And if it doesn't happen, I mean, we all know why. It's the COVID, man. Dude, Xfly RC is my favorite human on the entire internet. On the wild, wild expanse of all of the internet, Xfly RC is my favorite. I also fry RC. Wrong time. Yeah, Keith, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see a Joe Nall this year. I hope we do, man. I hope we do. I hope that the people at Triple Tree are like, you know what? It's outdoors. You come if you want. You don't come if you don't want. If you get sick, go to your damn doctor. Don't blame us. We told you. Like, you get to make this decision on your own like an adult. That's what I would love to see happen, is that they let us choose for ourselves whether or not we want to accept the risk. Because I think it'd be a fantastic event. And there's a lot of other RC events that are going on this year, even with the risk of the Delta variant out there. We've had a couple of different Axial Fest events. We've gotten, some helicopter events in. There's been quite a few flying events, big flying events too. We had Oshkosh, which is way bigger than Joe Nall. You had Ceph. I hope that the Perry Show is back again. There's been a lot of really huge events, outdoor events. There's been a lot of huge sporting events that are sold out, like NASCAR races where you've got 100,000 people at the track. This stuff is happening. So I hope that Joe Null doesn't get, that Fall Null doesn't get canceled, but, that's all I'm saying. If it does, we know why. We know why it happened. It's not going to be a secret. I fry RC, dude. Like I don't know what that's a picture of. But I fry RC. That's my favorite person. Uniac, what is up, man? Good to see you tonight. Oh, AirVex, that's interesting. So the ARF Plus version of the Viper is in stock, but the Bind and Fly is not? Because it's usually the complete opposite of that. Usually it's the Bind and Flies that come in first, and then they bring in like the plug and play or the ARFs. That is interesting. David yourself, what is up, man? Boss 223, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Ray, like, how weird is that to hear, like, you need to get your booty in that man's jet? Ray, we need to get your booty up in here. I need your booty, Ray. I need your booty. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so the new Night Raid is in stock. The new Turbo Timber Evolution is now shipping. You drive big boss car like American. What kind of car does iFry RC drive? Do you have like a scooter that you get around in? Like a little moped? There's just not a lot of options, like that, Ray. I'm gonna need to. Say hi to the people. Not to me, the people. Stop saying hi to me. Right here. For all the channel members out there, let's get some UMX Dolby emojis. So, if you want to have a UMX Doberman emoji, like you see Mike SSI with right now, for the low, low price of $1.99 a month, you can become a member of the RC Air Marshal YouTube channel, which helps us out a little bit. It makes it where you really don't have to send in super chats no more if you don't want to. And you can also start filling the chat with UMX Doberman emojis. I ride scooter, two-wheel, yes, but you stand only. Oh, one of those kinds of scooters. See, he doesn't bark when I'm holding him. Yeah, but Xfly RC, here we keep dogs as pets. We're not going to try to eat them. Was that wrong? It felt wrong. I'm just... That didn't feel right. RC question. Fantastic. Y'all, if y'all have questions, I might have answers. Or somebody here has answers. My Night Timber X aileron and flap servos run me crazy trying to fly center. There are 3 of them at the field and everyone's timber does that. Flies fine. Trying to find center? What are you saying, George? That they like wiggle in the middle, like they you know, do they do weird stuff? Nah, Jermaine, I'm good, man. Oh, Xfly RC, thank goodness, man. So dogs are safe where you're, okay, cool. What about cats? I mean, look, if you don't ask, you don't know, right? Like, I gotta ask, like, are cats pets too? So Jermaine, no. In fact, when I woke up on Sunday afternoon, like let's get real. When I woke up Sunday afternoon, I felt fantastic. I was feeling no pain. It was great. Dang, Boss 223, you keep possums as pets? I can't lie, man. If I didn't think it was going to try to bite me or anything, I might try to get like a raccoon. I think raccoons look cool. Dog. He doesn't really want to hang out. He just wants to go outside. Kimber 976. Anyone with a V900, what's the best technique for launch? All right, so on the bottom of the V900, it's got like a little narrow area along the bottom of the fuselage. That narrow area, you just kind of hold it like an old school paper airplane, and whoosh, Throw it up at about a 45-degree angle. I always go to full throttle, toss it up in safe mode, and then once it's up in the air and flying, take it out of safe mode and let it rip. Yep, I just don't like doing the underhand toss. I prefer to just throw it overhand like a football. What's up, Roach Coach? Now, the little jets, so like the little 64 millimeter and like 50 millimeter jets, I will do like underhand tosses of those because there's no kind of, propellers or anything weird. That's weird. So I'm seeing chat disconnected. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. There's no kind of propellers or anything that are going to catch your arm when you're doing like an underhand toss with a jet. But that's one of the things that I'm concerned about is getting caught with a propeller. I don't want that to happen. Oh man, I Let the Smoke Out is an awesome name, especially in this hobby. It's one of those things you only get to do once per model. That dang dog. He just wanted to go outside. Didn't even really want to hang out. Right, if you hit it good enough and you absolutely annihilate whatever you hit, that makes it awesome. Like that's the thing. Like if I wreck an airplane, I want that thing to be so wrecked that I have to buy a whole new airplane to replace it. I don't want there to be any hope of repair. I want that thing to go in, bam, and explode. I want there to be nothing left, like just blow it up, wings shattered, fuselage smashed, nothing salvageable except like the electronics, Maybe I'm able to salvage a couple of retracts. Maybe I can grab some servos. Maybe my receiver's still good to go. But I want that whole airframe to be done. I go work now. I hope see you again. Thanks you for invite me, you show. And you was right, this show way better, Pilot Ryan show. That's right. I've let the smoke out of a lot of equipment over the last, 40 years of working. 30 years. 30 years. in the 30 some odd years I've been playing around with electronics, I've let the smoke out of quite a few of them. So I'm very very well in tune with what happens when you let the smoke out. Oregon governor signs law saying you don't need to read, write, or do math. What did they make a law that says you now like a high school diploma is also like a participation trophy? Like the only thing that they use as a metric to whether or not you pass or fail is if you show up. Like there's no schedule, nothing. You just kind of show up and socialize. Because that'd be cool. How make me light my name up? If you become a member to the channel for $1.99 a month, your name will turn green. Which is way better than the people in blue. Oh, that's just show up. That's Xfly. Yes, Xfly will now be emblazoned in blue. Oh, Xfly, you were doing so good until you said, please. You ruined it. It's prees. Prees. Don't you know? I'd be good. Prees. Dude, I've been to Portland. Nothing surprises me that comes out of the state of Oregon. Nothing. That town, they could use some help. Oh, Keith, stop it. Long time, that's right. It's wrong. Wrong time. Excuse me. Xfly RC, you have fun. Don't get into trouble. You go work now. Go paint that airplane. Put that airplane back together. They had Nate, that you said they had a weed shop and a strip club right next to each other. Then a 24-hour lingerie try-on right up the road. Do they let men try on the lingerie? Because, I mean, that's cool. Hey, right, so, you know, for some people, the lingerie shop is the hobby shop. Full Metal Jacket is the greatest 30 minutes of cinema of all time. The first 30 minutes of Full Metal Jacket. You know, it's like awesome, and then boot camp ends in just tanks. It doesn't like go gradually downhill. It's like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Boot camp's over. Whoosh. 1. What is up, Mr. Pilot Ryan? Good to see you tonight, man. Wrecking Roy, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know what... YouTube is doing some weird stuff here lately. YouTube does some weird stuff. Well, I'm having like, YouTube is cutting in and out and saying that the audio has cut out, which doesn't make any sense because I think you guys can still hear me. And then the chat just stopped for a while, but I know it was still working. So it's doing some weird stuff. Oh, I don't know, Nate. Like, Portland is awful. Did you go into Portland? Or were you kind of on the outside of Portland? Yeah, Jeff, I don't know what's going on, man. It's acting funky. Like, the YouTube window is saying that I don't have any audio coming through. But clearly, you guys can hear me just fine, so... I don't know. Yeah, so now it's saying that I have an excellent connection. Yeah, I believe that, Victor. Now, I don't think you tell me if it looks bad, because I know that I'm not the best looking dude on earth. And y'all are usually pretty kind, It's not like you're sitting here telling me, like, dude, that's... sounds great, but, you got a face for radio. Like, maybe you should go, like, like some shadow man. That's right. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. All right. So, hey, let me hear from the crowd. What are some other suggestions on small items like $50 and below that are great for folks that get the Horizon bounce back thing? Like, I've shown you like the MIP bits. The MIP bits are a great thing to buy with your Horizon bounce back certificates. I've shown you the FMS covers. The FMS covers are a great thing to buy with your Horizon bounce back certificates. What ball link pliers, that's a good one, Dennis Farley. Let me see what ball link pliers they have at Horizon, because some folks have like garbage ball link pliers that I wouldn't want. But every now and then, yep. So Horizon's actually got the good ball link pliers that are real thin. The blades on them are real thin. So I've got a pair of ball link pliers that I've had for a while, and the blades on them are like, they're kind of thick, and it's really difficult to get them into some models, like between the the ball link and under the joint itself, underneath the ball. And they're kind of a pain in the butt to work with. The ones that they have at Horizon, they are different. They have a much thinner blade, and it's much easier to work with, but they're on back order right now. And that sucks. Boss223, there's another great one. Use your bounce back to buy the Spectrum Smart Battery Checker. $40. One of the best tools that you can put in your entire tool bag, and it will change your RC life. Yeah, Roach Coach, that's what I'm going to have to do with mine. I mean, I've got a bench grinder, dude. I could just... and just be done with it. Yeah, the Smart Checker is fantastic. If you don't have one yet, I highly recommend it. So what do we got? I've got airplane covers, MIP, speed tips. You know, and the reason I bring it up is because I know that for those of you that went out shopping at Horizon lately, there is a new bounce back coupon that should be hitting your mailbox here pretty soon, and you got to spend it or it goes away. So I just want you guys to be able to get your stuff. Spectrum hats. So good call there, third day. Ooh, you know what else is nice? And right now they have every size available because it's not cold out. The Spectrum hoodies are actually really nice. Yes, George Watts, the Dubro prop balancer. That's another one of those things that will change your RC life. Don't get the poo-poo prop balancer either. You gotta get the Dubro. Dubro. Ooh, and for those of y'all that did not know this, right now, for 3 more hours, you guys can go to Horizon, and every FMS plane that Horizon carries, I don't know if it's every plane or if it's only select planes, but most FMS planes are giving 3 times the points right now. So if you want to, you know, bump up your point balance, because points at Horizon, man, that's where it's at. Free money is free money. So right now, there are a few planes that are available at Horizon, and when you buy them, you get 3 times the reward points. I'm going to share those with y'all right now. So let's take a look, y'all. Well, never mind. My mic's not set up there yet. So, but there are quite a few planes at Horizon right now. And here's what I'm going to do, because this is the kind of guy I am. I want y'all to be able to get free money and to stack up your reward points and get some sweet FMS planes. So tonight, y'all use this link right here. Boom. And I know that link looks crazy. Don't worry about all that. When you click on that link, it's going to take you to a page that's going to show you all the FMS planes that offer triple points for the rest of the day today. And when you use that link, it'll pay a small commission to the channel, and it won't cost you anything extra. And y'all know we love it when you use our links. So click the link. Click that link right, y'all. And so something else real quick. For those of y'all that are still here, I love you long time. Dang, there's still like 58 people here. That's awesome. So for those of you that are still here, thank you. And you can't afford 10 days. What you talking about? So for those of you that are still here, thank you for hanging out. Oh, here's what I was going to say. When you guys use these affiliate links, whether they're my links, GB's, Pilot Ryan's, whoever you use, Mary Boozer, whoever, RC Sparks, Josh Bardwell, don't give a crap. Whoever's links you're using, when you go to those web pages, you have to accept cookies. You know, you'll see those stupid banners and it says, do you accept cookies? Yes or no? And if you go, no cookies, the affiliate links don't work if you don't accept the cookies. If you've got any kind of ad blocker turned on, the affiliate links don't work, right? So it's really easy to break those links. Like if you're trying to support your RC buddies, you know, try to do a different browser or something when you're using those affiliate links, and don't turn on your ad blockers, and go ahead and accept cookies in that browser. You know, and that is what helps us. If you don't have the cookies turned on, we don't see a dime. I know that there's some folks out there that have bought a lot of stuff through you know, like our BitGo affiliate link or our Horizon affiliate link, and they're like, hey man, did you see it? And I'm like, no, you didn't. And come to find out, like, they were not allowing cookies. You know, they'd be like, no, I don't allow cookies because that's insecure. And I mean, that's kind of true. But if you do it in a separate browser, it's perfectly fine. The cookies are typically trapped, you know, in the internet settings of that one browser. So, and then you can clear your internet history when you're done ordering, if you're really that worried about your internet security. But I wouldn't be worried so much about your internet history if the only thing that you're doing is buying airplanes every now and then. I'm totally cool with people figuring that out about me. Airvexed, I have no idea, man. Yep, so that's the deal. When you click on the affiliate links from your favorite influencers and you want to come and support us and you want to, you know, help us out by, you know, clicking those links and giving us a little bit of commission. You know, it doesn't pay a lot. It's only like a few percent. It's not like I'm getting like mad commission from these folks. So, you know, I have to sell like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars and stuff to even get something that remotely resembles a paycheck. Oop. Anyway. But every little bit helps, man. You know, when we get like that little check for $50 at the end of the month, I mean, that's cool. So, yeah, make sure when you use those that you're accepting the cookies and you don't have like any kind of ad blockers or spam blockers or any kind of weird stuff going on. Otherwise, we'll never see it. And there's no way for us to go back and like tell the vendor, you know, hey man, this guy bought stuff using my links, they're going to be like, no, he didn't. So it's cool. Just wanted to throw that out there. Yes, Barry Campbell. Cookies. Hey, Kenny, tell us how the garage mahal is coming along. Did you get the concrete pad laid down yet, or are you still working on building up like the border walls? Yes, Cookie. Still working on the walls and the footer. Now, I'm like an idiot, but I probably would have graded the ground level first and then put up the retention walls for laying down the concrete. But, the hell do I know? It's your garage, dude. You do what you want. Like, I would not add dirt. I would only take dirt away and grade it down level, move dirt where it needs to go to make it level, using only the material that I had, and then put up the walls and pour the concrete pad down on level soil. But I'm also not like a construction engineer. I don't know how to do that shit. Can I eat your cookies? It depends on who you're trying to pick up there, EQ. I don't know if that pickup line will work on just anybody. Ah, I got you. It all looks straight, huh? Well, that's like the people that, are begging for Ray's booty. Ray, I need your booty. I'll wait 8 weeks. I need your booty. Right, Boss 223, I get that. The only thing I'm suggesting is that when you get whatever you do, even if you have to add dirt, you're going to have to get a dump truck out, deliver the dirt, pack the dirt down. You're going to have to get some kind of roller out there, and you're going to have some kind of grading service to make sure that it's level. And that could have been done without adding dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't need extra dirt to make it level. You could have done that without adding anything and actually dug down in the little places where it's elevated, dig that out and lay it all down flat. There's many different ways to perform grading. Yes. And Kenny, I ain't knocking you, man. I just it was an interesting way of going about it, you know. Exactly, Barry. That's what I'm saying. Like do all the grading and get the ground level. Like maybe spray out, like the corners and grate the land flat and level before I ever even put up the formers for the concrete pad. But I mean, at this point, we're all like freaking those armchair quarterbacks. It's like we're giving Kenny a bunch of shit over shit that ain't even in our yard. EQ, there's a lot of sheep there. Kentucky, where the men are men, and so are the women. Nah, George Watts lives up in Kentucky, and he's great people. I'm sure they have ladies living in Kentucky. Oh, Boss 223, that's awesome, man. That is not what I do for a living. I am a professional moron. Like, I make a lot of money being an idiot. Sisters and cousins. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I think you have to go to West Virginia before you can really start getting the pick of the litter as sisters and cousins, though. West Virginia. Keep it in the family. That's the state motto. 100 Yoakum, nice. What's Blount County? Tony Spears. You gonna tell me what Blount County is? Sounds like my kind of county. Blount County. George Watts. Oh, that's funny. RC Cheeseburger. And if anybody's banging my sister, it's gonna be me. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Now, what the heck is E-Town, George? Is that Elizabethtown? Is that what they call it? Is E-Town? Is there really a place called Salt Lick, Kentucky? Nice. So, Boss 223, if you were born in West Virginia, is your, like your mom and your aunt and your grandma and your cousin and your sister, are they all the same person? I hear that's how that works. French lick. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, guys, if anybody has any last minute questions that they want to get out, or last minute insults that they want to share with the crowd, because we're kind of, diving deep into the geographically based insults right now, which I think is awesome and hilarious. But I did not get to eat dinner tonight before I went live, so I am starving Marvin right now. So I'm going to cut it short by like 15 minutes. I'm not sure. Steve Darlington, thanks, man. Welcome to the posse. Steve Darlington, I hope you're wearing like a jacket there with a white T-shirt in your avatar picture, because it almost looks like you've got like on the collar of a man of the cloth. Like a preacher collar. Like, shit, we've been talking bad all night, and this guy got a damn preacher in here watching. What's up, Spencer? How you doing tonight? Yeah, we went a little bit in the ditch, but, every now and then you just got to cut loose a little bit, and I just felt like it was the right night. It was the right night to just let loose a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but we were going to have some fun. Spencer and all you guys that missed it, because now we have 60 people in here, and before I go, I want to show y'all this piece of magical equipment that will change your RC life forever. Y'all know I like to show you the cool tools, and this is another one of them that is high up on my list of cool tools. So for y'all that saw it earlier, I apologize. For those of you that are seeing it for the first time, prepare to have your mind blown. Are y'all ready for this? Prepare to have your minds blown. All right. So, this is a 1/4-inch, ratcheting screwdriver. You put a 1/4-inch bit inside here. You can pick whatever you want. It comes with a selection of 1/4-inch bits. You can, take the cap off the bottom. It's got what looks like a little revolver down here. It's got a bunch of 1/4-inch bits in it. You take out the one that you want, you stick it in there, and now you have yourself a flathead screwdriver, right? Cool. And it's ratcheting. So that means that if I turn the handle, I don't have to keep doing it. I can just turn the handle and it just screws, right? But here's where this thing becomes mega magical. If you hold on to this collar right here, watch this. It doesn't matter which way I turn the handle. This always moves either to the right or to the left. So I can use this thing to get stuff done really quick. And if I want to go the other way, I just pop that collar up, hold on to that collar, and now it's going in the other direction. This will change your RC lives. It's available today at Lowe's. If you served in the military, do not forget to get your 10% discount from Lowe's on every single purchase. This thing is like $12, and this is the baddest ratcheting screwdriver I've ever had. It's awesome. And like I was telling some other folks earlier, I have really enjoyed using it with my MIP speed tips Whooing! Stick the MIP speed tip in there, and now you've got some of the finest hex drivers in a sweet ratcheting screwdriver, so you can get your wings on and off using a manual tool instead of like an electric screwdriver. So for those of you guys that don't like using like electric tools on your models, I get it. I don't really like using it, but I do because sometimes it's just convenient. I have enjoyed using this a lot better. I feel like I'm in much better control. I have much more, control over how much torque I'm putting on something. You can feel it a lot better with a hand tool. You're not going to like destroy stuff, right? So this thing is great. It does act like a standard ratcheting screwdriver until you grab that collar, and now it's like double action. Amazing. 12 bucks, Lowe's. Or get your 10% discount code, or get your 10% discount at Lowe's, and you can have it for like $1.20 off. Yes, so that thing is fantastic. I like using it. It's been great for me. It is called Scott, it's called the double drive, not the double action. So, I mean, double drive is just as good, but do y'all see that? Cobalt double drive. Oh, yeah. Get it today at Lowe's. I don't have affiliate links for Lowe's, but this thing is fantastic. I've been using it a lot. I really like it. I like it better than the electric screwdriver, which is crazy. I love using my electric screwdriver. This has been better. Believe it or not. Yeah, Hanger, Kenny, it doesn't have one of those. It doesn't have any attachments like that. It doesn't have batteries. It doesn't vibrate. It doesn't do anything. It just makes funny click noises. That's it. That's all it does, is just funny click noises. It's so far outside the norm of the type of toy that I would normally buy, which makes it weird to me that I like it at all. Like, you would think, I mean, I shouldn't like this. This just doesn't fit the mold of the type of thing that I would normally enjoy. I mean, this is a little closer if I was just buying this part, but like this, like where it's a practical hand tool, I just don't buy a lot of things that are practical hand tools. So, yeah, this was an off purchase for me, but I love it. It's fantastic. It works great. And I think that I give this 2 thumbs up. Highly recommended. This will change your RC life. You got to get one just for the clicking sounds. Micah, give them my phone number, dude. They're never going to check your ID. They don't check mine. Yes. Nope. No links in the distro. I don't have affiliate links for Lowe's. Or there'd be a link in the description. Oh, yeah. Just have this. Wouldn't that be terrible? I think if you do that long enough, it's going to make people want to commit murder. It does kind of sound like cracking a safe. That's cool. I do not know, Wild Bill. All right. So that ate up the last few minutes of the show, talking about this super cool screwdriver. Y'all, if you want to change your RC life, go to Lowe's and find you the double drive ratcheting screwdriver from Cobalt. It'll change your RC life. That's right. Click it, baby. Click it. Click it, baby. Awesome, Rage. Walmart has a ton of the apple barrel colors that work really well on our planes too, that are all water-based acrylic paints. So check them out as well. And they are like $1 a bottle, maybe less. They might be less than $1 a bottle. They might be like 50 cents. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take off for the evening. Thank everybody for coming out tonight. Hopefully next week we're going to have some interesting things to talk about. I wanted to have the 70mm Eflite F-16 on the show tonight, but that ended up not happening because I kind of broke it. I didn't wreck it. I broke it in transit. So I need to like glue the horizontal stabilizer back on. It's like flopping down right now. It looks really ugly. So I don't want to show that. Anyway, guys, it has been a fun night as always. I always look forward to Monday nights and sharing the evening with you guys. So thank you all for coming out. And we will see y'all next week. Stay tuned for 15 minutes from now. Be sure to check out our main man, Ray, Gooniac33 Fire Booty. Head over to his channel. Check out his stream. He'll be having some fun in there as well. And we missed him last week, so hopefully he's got something cool going on this week. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to go eat.